that was funny, those garage days. Well, come on in, everybody. Like and share if you would, and let's give a minute or two for some others to come on in. And usually Dutch comes in here, so he's. I know he gets a notice every time we come on the air, but well. Let me go ahead and start because, they can watch this at any time this weekend, or really any time they want to, as long as it's still up on YouTube. But let me say this. Tomorrow I'll be speaking at Southern Junction in Roy City, Texas at 2 p.m. And if you've never been to a COC meeting, you're certainly welcome to come. The club members and independents. And I'll be speaking on the bills we have before the state legislature right now. We have 4 bills in the House, and they're pertaining to motorcycle profiling and to the database, the gang databases, and criminal street gangs, and also the bill about the unlawful carrying of a handgun. So we have these bills that are going to be going before the state legislature. They've been referred to the committees, and so when they get ready to go to these committees, we're going to need to let our representatives know to get behind these bills. And you can view these bills at Texas Defenders Region 2 on Facebook. We have them posted there. So you can go review them, see what it is. Like I said, there's 4 in the House and 2 in the Senate that are going to be going, hopefully, being heard by these committees. And so maybe we'll get a shot at getting some kind of resolution over the motorcycle profiling, gang databases where there are innocent people that are in these gang databases, and there's just about no way of getting them out. And matter of fact is the gang databases are just out of control. The DPS and other law enforcement agencies don't even follow their own rules for putting you into a gang database. Anybody can be put into a gang database. Even your mother is what I'm saying. It's an absolute incredible thing. But hey, you see this right here. Today was a good day. There was a Trump train rally here in Arlington, Texas. And of course, I dropped by there, and some of you guys may have seen that video on YouTube that we put out there. And let me tell you, we got dinged right away. We got dinged by YouTube right away for a copyright violation because of some music that was playing in the background. Now, I see that as insane. Because let me say this. That particular song, which was Celebration, that was the song that was playing in the background. And you know, you can go on YouTube and you can find multiple YouTube videos of that song there for you to watch, free, no charge, All you got to do is click on it and watch it. Now let me say this. If these people want to control their music and they want to be paid for it, you know what? Oh, man. You know what? And I have a post-it up there on the damn thing. I am losing it, guys. I am losing it. It's going to switch for you here in a second. There we go. There we go. My God. My God. Anyway, hey, look. You find these videos up there of all these songs. You pick out a favorite song or a popular song, and put it up there in the YouTube search window. And there's going to be all kinds of renditions, including the original artist that sang the song, up there for you to see at no charge. But yet, we're going to get a copyright claim over something that's playing in the damn background that I had no control of. And you know what? I'm not going to go try and scrub it out of there. I wouldn't even know how, well, unless I just take the video down, upload it into some software, editing software, take the sound out, and erase it that way. But you know what? I'm just not going to do it because I'm pissed off. I'm pissed off that you can find that song all over the internet. If you don't want your material being put out there on the internet, don't post it. Don't put it out there. And that goes the same for people, these companies that are posting pictures, you know, whether it's CBS, NBC, whoever it is. If you don't want it being used by anybody else, don't put it out there. Don't put it on the internet. Just don't do it. That's what I do. If there's something I don't want out there that I think is mine, we don't even worry about that. Because we put it out there for you to see. And yeah, you know what? If somebody else wants to use one of our pictures in their story, you know, we get this question all the time. And we'll say, yeah, well, we can let them use it unless it does not belong to us to say to you, you can use it. And that's the very reason we don't talk about clubs. We don't talk about the, you know, different clubs. We don't talk about individuals' names unless we have permission. And that's the truth of it. But if it's something that we produce that we don't want out there, we don't put it out there. So, yeah, and everybody does show up at OG's for oil changes. Yeah, you know, what we had happen on my bike was we had a gasket go, a rocker box gasket go, and man, it just it made the oil that was in it. By the time I discovered what was going on with it, it was just filthy. And we had just done an oil change on that thing maybe 3 weeks before. And I'm telling you, it was filthy. The breather was filthy. It was clogged up. It was incredible the amount of what it did to the oil, that gasket. Because it just allowed junk to go everywhere. But and man, I'm gonna tell you, it looked it looked like an old dirty oil, you know, with sludge in it and everything. Yeah, it was nasty looking. But we got it done. We scavenged it when we do an oil change. We scavenge it, That's quite an interesting process. And yeah, OG does it, and I help. I, I'm the go-getter and the drink guy. Yeah. So, and then everybody else shows up, and everybody's drinking beer, we're talking, and all of a sudden that process takes twice as long as it should. Just saying, everybody. Let me see. Where do I want to go tonight? Where do I want to go? Who do I want to lamb blast next? And you saw the title of this thing. Reaching across the aisle. Is that the Republicans' plan? Is to reach across the aisle? I heard Kevin McCarthy this afternoon, I think it's Congressman Kevin McCarthy, talking about begging the potato head, and saying, we can work this out. We can reach across the aisle. We can be bipartisan. Oh my God, how many times do we have to see that, hear that, knowing that it doesn't work? Every time the Republicans reach across the aisle to those, well, I'm not going to say it. I promised myself I would be nice tonight. But then again, I promised myself I would hit the Cuba. I'll try to maintain an even strain here. Anyway, to think that they're going to be, after all this time and everything we've seen the potato head and his minions do, to think that they're going to reach across the aisle and somehow work something out with them is just ludicrous. It's maddening for us to even think that they would think that that's going to work. It don't matter how much they're down there on the border and begging for the potato head to do something. Well, first of all, the potato head's not all there. And second of all, this is part of their plan. They're going to flood this country with as many people as they can. The only way we get this to stop is when we get out there, not them out there on the border, is when we get out there and we get enough people out there in the streets and everything else to get out here and, first of all, change the Senate, then take the House back. We do this in less than 24 months, everybody. And first of all, we've got to force these legislators to secure the vote. That's what we've got to do. And H.R. 1 has got to be a no-go. You've got to contact your senator and tell them that is a no-go. You do this and there's going to be hell to pay. So it don't matter how much they're going to go down there and beg. They're going to do what they're going to do. They've got the media that's giving them cover. And somehow, there are people out there on our side that think we've got them on the run over this border issue. Let's wait and see if that's true. I hope that it is, but I have a feeling they're just going to ignore and they're going to keep on doing what it is they do. And that's screw everything up. Screw everything up. But as we've seen, everybody, the potato head and his minions, they've managed to piss the communist world off. Yeah, and you may have heard me today apologize to our Russian counterparts, because let's face it, when ordinary people get together no matter where we're at in the world, we kind of get along. So we sent a message out there to our communist brothers over there in Russia. And the reason I say that is that's where these bastards are trying to take us. Well, we sent a message to them. Hey, look, tell Putin our president is a moron. The potato head is a moron. He's managed to piss the Russians off. He's managed to piss the Chinese off. He's managed to piss the North Koreans off. In less than just a few days. Of course, the North Koreans, the sister, is telling him, hey, take a hike. And then, so now Putin has challenged Biden to a damn debate, and that should be interesting. Now, you know that's not going to happen. He'd have to have a surrogate stand in for him. Maybe Kamala, whatever her name is, that nobody can get right. You know, the black lady that's not a black lady. Just saying, everybody. Just saying. So anyway, this moron that he sends over there to negotiate with the Chinese, boy, let me tell you, that guy's a piece of work. So after insulting the Chinese, after insulting them, and then turning around and apologizing for it, and then the Chinese diss them by saying, hey, you don't have the qualifications to mess with us. Yeah, you don't have the qualifications. Let me tell everybody right now, we are sending out massive signals of weakness. Just think, in 58 days, we've gone from respect by our enemies to now they're calling us unqualified. That is insanity. That is insanity. And you know what? All the despots in the world are watching this. So they too are going to send their minions our direction through our porous borders. They're on the move now, along with everybody else that we can't afford to take care of. But, and you know, what I do see is out in our future is the FBI, who's busy chasing people around for the January 6th fiasco that was executed by their side. Oh, yeah. So the FBI's busy saying, look at us, look who, we've arrested another, we got pictures of another 100 people up there that was invading the Capitol building. But while they're busy doing that, we've got these minions of these despots heading our direction. And I do think at some point here, something really bad is going to happen. Really bad. Not to mention the spread of COVID by these people that are coming across the border that have not been vetted medically or any other way. Come on in, everybody. Come on in. And not all these people that are coming here are babies. Take a look at them. Take a close look at them. They're not babies. Many of them are young people, but they're not babies. And they talk like our Border Patrol are babysitting. They don't need to babysit. What they need to do is lock their asses up and send them home till they do something to figure out who they are and where their families are at. we've got to know more than, hey, they want to come here and seek a better life. You know what? Everybody wants that for them. But, we would rather they have a better life in their own country. In their own countries, the cut the crap that they're doing. Don't send this stuff here. And I would say that to you people that are moving in to Texas and Florida and other places where things are doing well. Don't come here and bring the crap that destroyed the state you left. And I can tell you right now, there's some videos out there. One of them is called the Death, or Seattle is Dying, I think it is. It's on YouTube. I think it's the call letters of the station that did the documentary is KOMO. I'll post that tonight. And it's called Seattle is Dying. It is eye-opening, and it is also some of the same things are happening in cities here in Texas and other places across the nation. Seattle is dying. It is. And it's dying because of its politicians who will not listen, who are busy following the plan. It's eye-opening, everybody. It's eye-opening. And yeah, they're not qualified. And Biden and his minions, they're going to fold like a cheap suit every time. I meant the potato head. They're going to fold like a cheap suit every time. Every time they're confronted, they're going to fold like a cheap suit. But beware. Weakness brings war. And right now, the only people I see that can turn this thing around is the military, who took an oath to defend the Constitution against all enemies and foreign and domestic. All enemies, foreign and domestic. Same oath I took years ago. I guess the difference is I believed in it. And we have a whole hell of a lot of politicians, and we have a whole hell of a lot of military people that evidently do not believe in the oath they took. They believe in it when it suits them. That's what they do. That's what they do. Man. But now they're working out. Now we're hearing right now that the fence at the Capitol building, they're going to try and make that permanent. Now, they call that the People's House. We pay for it. We built it. We support the Constitution. That is the People's House. That house should be open to the people. If you need more security, get more security, but you do not fence that building. You do not. And everybody, we've got, as we went to that parade today, and let me show you. It wasn't a parade, but as we went to the Trump train today, this needs to be happening all across the nation. It really does. Every weekend. We need not to let up. We need to not get down. We need to get out there and let them know that, hey, we've had enough. And of course, here's Kevin McCarthy at the border, begging. Begging is what he was doing. Wow. Wow. But let me show you something here. This is insane, everybody. This is insane. We have, let me switch the cube. We have a restaurant owner in Denton, Texas, a diner. And he's saying that he will, let me put it this way. He wants the customers to know that they are serious when it comes to masks. They're still required in his establishment. Wayne and Kat Lacombe put up a warning sign on their door, Legends Diner in Denton, Texas, just days after Texas lifted the mandatory mask mandate. They said the sign is a tongue-in-cheek, but the husband and wife team did it in the name of keeping their customers and employees safe. It says our new surcharge. The sign reads, a $50 charge if I have to explain why masks are mandatory. Now realize they're not mandatory here anymore, but they are in his business. He's got a right to do that. He said there will be a $75 charge if I have to hear why you disagree. Now let me say this. That is one restaurant I would never go into again. I would never go into again. You know, because it's crazy that he requires you to put on a mask, to walk inside there, to sit down and take it off so you can eat. It is stupid, everybody. It is stupid. That's one restaurant I would never go in again. And everybody here in Texas, everybody here in the North Texas area, let's spread the word about this. Let's spread the word. Yeah. And so, man, but man, what a great day it was today. Not only did I get my oil changed, a beautiful day, it was a good day for a ride. Yeah, it was going, man. It was going. And David, yes, sir, I took the oath in 1965 when I joined the Navy at 18 years old. And yeah, I meant it. I still believe in the Constitution. I still believe in that oath. But we've got a lot of people that are just, it's just when it suits them that the Constitution means anything. And especially these politicians. And we're going to have to weed them out. We're going to have to weed them out. And first of all, we've got to make sure that this Senate, the one that we have right now, even though it's split, and they have the tiebreaker with Kamala, we gotta force them. Hey, this is a no-go. HR 1 is a no-go. So everybody have a good rest of the weekend. We'll be back Tuesday night. OG and I will be, I'm sure there will be something happen that's stupid. And I'll have them knock me in the head to make sure I hit the cube. Yeah. With that, everybody, have a great weekend. Have a great weekend. I hope the weather's good in your area as it is in ours. And you don't have a motorcycle? Buy one. Come ride with us. This is Butch Popeye Moss. Good evening.